Hello ladies and gentlemen, yes, Zeke here again today to bring you another short Lychee tutorial. Today we're going to be looking at supporting large objects, because this is something that comes up a lot and it's not quite the same as supporting miniatures. It's quite a bit more mechanical and has a bit of a different technique. So the main thing you want to do is prevent your model from warping. To do that you want to actually brace it so that it's creating a perfect up-down distribution of pressure and that the supports are actually holding it in place. So here we're looking at the torso top of a Mars Warlord Titan. So as usual, just head to supports, raise it from the plate, and then I will pause the recording while I search for islands. Okay, now that that's done, what you want to do is give it a very stable foundation to build from. So I always start with light supports on structural because they always have these sharp corners, and what I do is I pinch the corner from three sides with the light support in order to damage the corner as little as possible, but also give it a very solid foundation from which to start printing, and not to overlap the edge to a huge degree and ruin some of the sharp edges of this model. So let's go ahead and actually position this correct. Let's erase it and position it again. There we go. And a bit lower. And one from underneath. There we go. So now that it's pinched, head to heavies, and this will be where you are staying for the rest of this model pretty much. So what you want is about every 5 millimeters, which is about this far, to throw a single heavy support. And you really want to ring this entire thing here. There we go. Again, just to give it a very solid foundation from which to start. Then do the same thing but reverse. So I pinch the edge from one side and then I pinch the edge from the other side. Again, this is a long leading edge on a structural piece. You need a fair amount of support for it. So don't be afraid to overdo it a tiny bit here. The trick is to always do this on the inside or where on a face that is going to be hidden. If you can't hide the face, use light supports on that side, or only do one side and kind of support stronger up further. So like up here, use a couple stronger supports. Either way though, I'm going to be choosing heavy supports, and I'm going to be putting about one every 5 millimeters still until about here, where I put a single light support just to grab that leading edge in a way that doesn't damage it. Once again, on the other side, couple heavies, followed up by a light just on that corner, not to damage it. Then back to my heavies, and you pretty much live on heavies with these structural supports, so you're going to be staying here for quite a while. Let's go. It's a big thick piece. It's so thick in fact that I think I'm going to have to support here. So what I'm doing here is I'm holding shift, and that draws a line of supports. You can actually choose the distance of that line in manual interval down here, and then you hold shift and it will actually draw a nice big line of supports at your interval. And I will actually do that in two directions here because I think this side is going to be entirely hidden, and if it's not, I can deal with some light sanding there. So then I do the same inside where I can reach, go all the way up to the top using the interval, turn the corner. Make sure you grab these leading edges and grab them properly. So I'm going to do this how I do it with every leading edge. I'm going to use two mini supports. And same right here, even though that's kind of not really an island, that should just bridge quite well. So back to heavy supports. Surround that corner, and again, just do these supports to the very top. So you might be wondering, why am I actually supporting all the way up to the top? Because the weight should actually be supported way down there. This is actually just to prevent warping. If you have supports that are holding, oh, I didn't mean to do that. If you have supports that are holding strongly from the bottom to the top, they'll actually put an equal pressure as the shrinkage pressure does on the part itself, and prevent it from actually deforming. Instead, it will maintain its shape a lot better. And large parts deforming can be a major pain in the ass, so it's a good thing to avoid. And once again, just hold shift and draw a line of supports all the way up here, across the top just for some extra stability. And then this is a bit of an overhang, so again the same thing, draw supports in such a way that it kind of covers that up. It is actually building up still, so it should still be fine to just support the outside. The reason I don't support the inside at all is because the inside is all self-supported by the model itself. Um, there's absolutely no, like, this counts as one big support that is holding on to its future self. All I'm doing is equalizing the pressure so that it isn't swinging in any direction. So then on this side, same thing one more time, same thing one more time, and we are done. Hit bracings, get that all braced up so that they actually have some structural stability, and you're good to go. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little support tutorial, and if you did, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.